What's up, you maniac? Oh, yeah, okay. What's up, you maniacs? It's the piece himself, the man with 1,000 left, Lord Gravitos, resident leader, lost and found, St. Jimmy TV, bringing you a Kingdom reaction to Kingdom Chapter 522 and 523, maybe? We'll figure that out. It's been another week, and I'm excited to read these chapters. I'm excited to go further down the story with all the current stuff that I'm reading, and I know that One Piece is going to be coming up next week, so huzzah. But I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. I hope wherever you are having a great time. You're hopefully seeing family, or if you're not, you're just having a great time. But without further ado, I say let's just hop into this chapter of Kingdom, chapter 522. Osen, my boy. Osen-sama, it seems that our real left wing has begun their attack. Zhao, right wing, Kisui army, Kisui, the second wave, those 5,000 cavalry, almost upon us. Kisui-sama, the enemy forces from the behind come into view. What, the two groups? Didn't they say they had one mass? They simply split their armies in two. What that means, so they mean to strike us successfully in numbers of waves and attack, and approaching the waves of terror and despair squirming in. Oh. Okay. So like when they get attacked, and once they do that, they'll retreat, they'll get attacked, then they'll retreat, and then they'll get attacked, retreat, attack, retreat. It's interesting. Very interesting. I mean, to strike us upon these encroaching waves. Very crazy, dude. The Maku's army's second wave meet their foe. Already? What's going on? It's no use. Formation's a mess. Maku-sama, the second wave has entered the enemy ranks without issue. So this is the famed Kisui over Kyokyo? I heard they placed a measure of expectation upon them. But it would seem that it was placed against us, even though they are not worth mentioning. To think that our second wave could overwhelm them in such manner. It's all thanks to the bait. The Gakukai unit, sir? Aye. To be honest, I had not expected the Gakukai to toy with the famous Kisui in such a degree. I had taken them to be talk. But it would seem the prodigal heir to the Mu family has skills to back up his words. As the bait to distract the enemy until the Wethling arms fulfill our duty. I hope you understand the importance of upcomings of a role mouten Gakuku unit. For me, the Maku army, and the honor of boasting of the greatest offense, power in general, Osen's routine. And in the shape of what we are crushing upon the Zhao's right wing, will all come to your performance. And well, even assuming that you did screw up your job, it is possible that the left wing bested by Zhao trash. I love how stern he looks, dude. Like he's kind of like, yep, don't doubt him, dude. I love the trio, dude. They're Mu and Mouten. Oh yeah. My lord, perhaps the deign to share your esteemed strategies of the two with his cocksure youngster that was blessed by his birth. That will not be necessary. What? You may have the guarantee that the Gakukan unit will, through your own methods, set up an enemy force that's acceptable to Makuga's wave attack. How? How did you know that all my men will be utilizing a wave attack? We will prepare the best possible stage for you to make an appearance. From then on, it shall be up to yours to make a grand performance, General Mako. But tarry, and we will attack. But the ones to steal the show. Okay. Basically, he wanted to set them up. Like, hey, we're going to whittle them down. And the only reason why we're going to do good is because you're going to be already there. If you go and attack, you will be the saviors. But we're going to do it smart and whittle them down. Okay. Interesting. How are there so many? Just how big are these armies to bring? That these Zhao soldiers were suddenly struck by a higher unseen enemy caused them to believe that the kin have arrived in greater numbers than in actuality. A compounding issue was the addition of the Mako army's second wave was 500 cavalry, resulting in the Kisui armies reeling from the onslaught that felt that as if the kin numbers had swollen to tens of thousands of soldiers. Together, they culminated in a tremendous drop in morale amongst the men of Regan. Ooh. It's my boy. So they were really doing good. But even with that did not mark the end of the third trials for what they had for the third, fourth waves to come. If Kisui's armies were to let the unbearable flanks remain open, these two fierce attacks, then the arena located on one side of the whole battleground would be a good loss to the Zhao. Interesting. However, Kisui commander of the Zhao side was not about to idly sit by and let that happen. Immediately dispatch Rogeki 1,000 army from our left flank. Have them ignore the areas that have broken out and melee and instead engage in the incoming third wave from the left. Do not recall the 10,000 that were sent to aid Batier until they have regrouped with him. Once regrouped, have Batier take command of them and likewise have them hit the incoming third wave on the right flank. Okay. Kisui-sama, what do you mean to salvage the situation? Of course. We should have our HQ through the rear. We must all fall back to the established battle line. Right now we're bearing the full brunt of the enemy's assault. Out of the question. If we spend time withdrawing, how much ground do you think those third and fourth waves will cover? Ooh, that's a good point. We will remain in this position and send word to all units that to stand their ground and defend HQ to their dying breaths. Okay. Yes, sir. Have the men in our rear push forward to the front while letting loose the war cries of Regan loudly as they can. Yes, sir. Also pass along the enemies in the less than their number. Less, my lord? Also pass along that the enemy is in less number than us. Less, oh yeah, duh, because yeah. Have you fallen hook, line, sinker for Ocean's ploy? First impressions may lead you to think we have been hit by a massive army, but Kim forces are made of 4 blocks of 5,000 each. In other words, a total of 20,000 men against the 30,000 of our forces, including the initial 5,000 that they stood against only 25,000. We outnumbered them by 5,000. It's precisely because of the fear of our numbers that Ocean has caught close to the gap between the tricks, but when it comes to pure manpower, we have the upper hand, so long that we were able to stop the concurrent momentum. Even though our advantage is in numbers and the quality of Regan's soldiers, our victories is all but assured. Yeah, okay. That's no way to, It's time for us to turn the tables against the men of Regan. Ooh, whoa. Kisui's speech now just contained one of the biggest lies and myriad truths. Yakukin unit's initial push through the rest of the 2 waves of the Makiao forces had in fact already slain several thousand Zhao, meaning that by this point their numbers were evenly matched. Of course, Kisui was fully aware of this fact while making this rally cry. Oh, you fucking little bitch. Oh, you little bitch. There's something the matter, my lord. However, in this chaotic field where the situation remained fluid, the truth was there was an entity that Kisui felt to be greater than the mouten at this point. And the entity lying in Kisui's right was Mouten of the Gaku unit. So Mouten is going to try to take out that whole fucking side and then go for him? Bro, I guess that's a way to prove to Osu and be like, let me take care of this. Yo, dude, that's insane, dude. Mouten, dude. We couldn't, damn it all, we couldn't take about yet. That was a perfect chance, too. Can't be helped. This house sent to close 10,000 to save him. What kind of man must be there to dispatch a whole 10,000 men? Kisui's main army seems to be under attack by Makao forces. What's our next move, Moten-sama? The fact that Batier is... stop this. The fact that Batier is making for the front means that Zhao's HQ remains functional, and that they intend to stop the second half of their wave. Wave attack, sir. If Maka was going to hurry his 2,000 men from the location to the center, he's going to split them up into smaller chunks to have them stay separate, and during the attack will play it better. It would appear that Kisui army is somehow managing to weather Makao's assault. In other words, events are unfolding exactly how General Osen would have been. Oh, that's fucking sick. Kisui, there is a risk that the initial 5,000 to our right may attempt a pincer maneuver, but weren't they nothing more than just bait, only to serve as a distraction until the bulk of our forces arrive? 5,000 is too many for something that serves a pure deploy. Our current situation demands that we direct the entirety of our forces towards the enduring wave attack. Why? Also, now that those 5,000 soldiers have become capable of roaming wherever they please and are currently hidden in the other side of those forests. Whoa. Marco army. Okay, I kind of see what they're meaning though. And now with the 5,000 soldiers have become capable of roaming wherever they please, currently have hidden on the other side of the forest, they simply could be charged forward right into our flank or loop around and strike us from the rear. If either would be a devastating blow. This is no exaggerating to say that they become the greatest threat to us now. He's thinking about them just taking the chest piece off, and they're like, oh shit. And now that the board is like this, the outcome of the battlefield will come down to the next move of those 5,000 soldiers. The talent of the commander will be the one thing that greatly shifts the balance to the other way. But looking at what his movements have been thus far, it is clear that their commander is no average tactician. And most concerning of all is the fact that he has come this far and achieved it with only 5,000 men. Kisui-sama. Then should we hunt down those 5,000 men, even if it means it's no use? Commit to the resources, or we'll simply be battered by the wave and attack. God, I was not able to read their intentions this far ahead. 5,000 men originally played a role of bait, but now, due to the attention being occupied by the sudden arrival of their main army, they have transformed into a true offense. However, I fear that this entire development was no mean a coincidence. Though it may be hard to believe, placing 5,000 men on a left wing with the start of the battle, the start Osen envisioned that a board would develop the exact scenario before a battle was even joined. What a terrifying eye for strategy. So this is the Supreme Commander of Kin Forces, General Osen. Kin of Nat. Oh man, dude, that's fucking badass. Macau has engaged, and the Zhao are holding. The moment Osen learned of the left wing, he whispered softly to himself under his breath, "So do you finally really see it?" You really did see it. The whisper directed at the Mouten's remark made when he first informed of his position on the left wing. But Terry and we shall be the ones to steal the show. This is to say, at this point, Mouten could already see the same development on the board that Osen envisioned. I suppose we should disappear from the site first, and with our next move, claim the head of the Zhao commander. Okay. 523. But Terry, we shall be the ones to steal the show. Wait. You should excel your assigned role. Should you excel in your assigned role in the left wing, then I might consider you inviting you to join the Return as a vessel of my Mouten. Is that supposed to be funny? You're willing to extend an invitation to someone like me. Brat. But doesn't there exist a man that's far more deserving of that honor, General Wilson? Reflected it. Wuhan. Oh boy. It's time. Zhao's left wing has come into view, a teeming horde of enemies that must be slain. Zhao's left wing, 30,000 soldiers. So groups of 5,000. It seems like that's just a giant wave. And these are smaller blocks of like 500 or 100 men groups. Now then, I guess the question is, who among us should be the first? I will go. Dude, these generals look sick. I like the one on the right. His armor looks sick. The guy in the middle, yo. And the horses have armor too? Hold it, Spielbruder. Are you not even going to ask? Considering I know what is next to nothing about you two and your abilities, how could it be possible to entrust the first blow to battle to you? I would have assumed that with this towering figure and position in the depletion of Boku-sama, it would have been obvious that Banjo Dono here would be no ordinary soldier. Am I supposed to know a no-name like you is supposed to be? No-name is such a bit much, wouldn't you say? Geku Odono? Oh god, it's too stupid. This is Chio Garyu Dono, loyal vassal of Ringo Shoujo and the previous three great heavens. Together with Gyoryo Dono and the Center Army, they are the heroes and shadows of that have kept peace in the inner Zhao through many long years. One of Rinju's vassals. Well, another way of thinking of them is... Oh my gosh. Think of these two as being similar as Karibo and Binko of Renpa's fame, and Ryonjo Shoujo, and where he is great heavens are the same era of all. Whoa. What? 2 vassals have come. Okay. Yeah, but that guy was a bitch. King's Right Army, the Gakukaki unit. Oh, dude. Gakugo Ho unit and the Akko 5,000 against 20,000. What's the meaning of this? You're spread out in the lines like that, but we have yet to receive any instructions. Ganjo and the messengers are the 4 of the army. They're coming, yelling. I've heard. Then why are they still not here? The enemy is in plain view. Stop killing. It's so weird. They're looking at General Akko. They're like next to him. They're massive men. First amongst the Ocean Army's commanders, Akko. I've come to share with our plan for this battle, young lord. The plan? He's young lord, huh? The opening of the clash will be handled by the Akko army. I would ask that the Gakyo-ho not take part in that line. Instead, take the position away from the melee. Instead, we will make use of the Gakyo-ho's special ability of mobility to perform precise, decisive strikes. Once a suitable opportunity arises, I will send further instructions. You hold position until then. Who came up with this plan? Osen-sama and myself. The plan is an absolute joke. Redo it now. I'm afraid I do not share that sentiment, young lord. While you'll not allow the Gakyo-ho to take part in fighting, truthfully, the Gakyo-ho right now is capable of taking about 10,000 enemies. We are already suffering a numerical disadvantage, and we should endeavor to bridge the gap. Allow the Gakyo-ho to take position on the left. We'll be able to make an impact on the entire battlefield from here. I must refuse, my lord. To do so would be fair much to Gakyo-ho's blood being to be spilt on the first day. I'm telling you to stop giving me this queer special treatment, Akko. There is no good reason for you to keep the Gakyo-ho in reserve today. Or do you mean to tell me that even now, you and father think of the Gakyo as... Don't be conceited, Lord. No one is giving you any such treatment. And of course, I mean those words both goes ways, good and bad. Good and bad. As General Akko, he clearly understands that. If the young master knows that his father was involved in planning making, then his reaction to being left out on the situation would be to think that it would get done without his father's concern or his son. But it's because he has no great expectation of the young master, and for that reason is, Akko-sama, the enemy has sent out their first wave. Please hurry. It's right along. Young lord, I would like you to appreciate the importance of this message of me seeing it personally. I came to deliver on the eve of battle. A time will come where the Gakyo-ho's strength will be needed, and in that time, strength will be has been reduced to the fraction of a whole, and it will be all for naught. What the fuck? Alright, dude. Whatever, dude. So until then, I ask you to remain composed, and even then, this battle will be required of both of you of the Akko army and the Gakyo-ho unit to unleash every little ounce of fortitude and willpower possible to have a chance of victory. God damn, dude, that sucks, dude. Zhao's left wing, first wave, Gakyo army. Okay. The army is approaching with 10,000 men. How will we match these numbers? The clusters of banners and the Zhao's commanders amongst them. Even I shall go meet them. Yaku army is off. Huh? It looks like General Akko's heading out as well. What? What in the... General Akko is a warrior who dislikes resorting to subtlety. Kanjo. People often say that the General Mako is the second commander of is real strong of offense, but Mako is actually kind of like using tricks and feints. No General Mako-sama? On the other hand, General Akko here is the type who rides straight at you, fight fair and square with nothing to hide up his sleeves, and his men are all just like him and will fearlessly charge into the battle and keep advancing forward. And not gonna lie, they give me chills. Back in the day, when they were in the Osen army, we got assigned to the Akko army a number of times. That was a real nightmare, wasn't it? If I could never set foot again, I'd die a happy man. These kids are mongrels and skewers. Look, the Zows are even speeding up and more, and it's a shame for the Akko army. They're about to hit each other any second now. If you wish to win your father's acknowledgement, then watch this carefully. For this is the most trusted of your father's vassals. First, his warrior and his commander's Akko. He's just giving him a lesson. That's what he's going to be doing. Watch what he does. He's giving him a front row seat. Okay. I could dig it. I could definitely dig it. All right. Well, that was really good 2 chapters. I can't wait to. I just love this series, dude. I love how it pulls me in and everything. But if you liked anything I had to say, please hit that like button and the subscribe button and the bell for more notifications for whenever I post a video or go live. I am going to be starting Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I played the demo earlier this year on stream, and right now it's going to be like the last game of the year, I believe, because I think I could get it done in a certain amount of time before the year ends. And we finished Stellar Blade last week, and that was a fantastic game. I also got to start working on my New Year's video. And we're also going to be doing the Uno this Sunday, and it's going to be the last Du Bois Uno of the year. And we're going to probably do it from like 5 to like maybe 11. We're going to do it for a while because we're going to get all the boys, we're going to get some matches in, and we're going to get everybody from around the world, all of our friends, to do it. And it's going to be hosted on my channel. So I hope to see you maniacs in the next one. I also have a link down in the description for my merch store, for my socials, and my Discord. So I hope to see you maniacs in the next one. Until the next one, goodbye, you maniacs.